News alert, the Industrial Revolution is winding down. It's not much of an alert. We see evidence of this in all the systems, all becoming obsolete. They once worked fine for the Industrial Robotic Revolution. Now, as that age ends, those systems must end, or as that system transitions into a new era, so all of our systems, health, education, judicial, political, business, all the systems have to transition as well. And some people are doing that. There are some beautiful signs, beautiful evidence of the transition. Solutions coming, worldwide solutions, world-changing solutions. Being able to turn arid deserts into green, water-filled lands all over again. Education to the masses, leveling the playing field so that anybody in the world can log into a classroom in the top universities of the world and be educated for free. Technology and spirituality, technology and humanity merging together. And these are the prophecies that we've been getting from indigenous shamans around the world over the last few years, and actually over the last few decades. But they sounded more crazy 20 or 30 years ago. There's more evidence these days of change, of unprecedented change, that makes us sit up and listen a little bit more carefully these days. Astronomically speaking, when Jupiter and Saturn are together in the sky in a certain position, we've seen major Earth changes. The last time Jupiter and Saturn were together in the sky in this position was at the beginning of the 1800s. And we saw a transition from the farming age, and we'll see a change that everybody will start to agree with. Oh, this is the new age. When the visionaries in the 1700s said we're coming into a new age, an industrial age, a material age, people couldn't understand what that meant. They didn't believe it initially. But when they saw the first factories, they said, oh, that's what you mean about an industrial revolution, about a material world. Now we're transitioning into a world that's more ether-related, less material. So where do we see signs of that? Can we see signs of that at this time? If we look at cloud computing, it's a perfect example. Things that were once physically stored are now going up in the ethers. The fact that there's cloud classrooms, everything is going to be in the air. In the 1500s, another astronomical event took place. Venus was in a certain position in the sky. And at the time, Cortez was in Spain. He went to Mexico, and he began conquering the Aztecs. And the seers, the visionaries of those days said this portends the age of oppression. And clearly the world has known oppression ever since. Last year, 2012, Venus returned to that position in the sky. And the seers and the visionaries of today are saying this is the end of the age of oppression. And we see signs of a leveling playing field. When I visited the shamans in the Amazon rainforest a few years ago, they shared with me their prophecy of the eagle condor. Eagle is the science, the technology, and the condor is the soul and the heart. And normally in one cycle, one dominates the other. But in the current cycle, they're going to fly side by side. A win-win, the best of both worlds. So for example, we're going to see truly integrative medicine, integrative healthcare, using technology and intuition, and energy healing and diagnostic tools, all working together to eradicate illness by removing the root cause. Recently I was visiting Guatemala during the summer solstice, and the head Mayan at the summer solstice celebration shared with us his thoughts about 2012. This was just the summer before 2012, so it was June of 2011. He said, the white men have told the world that the Mayan calendar says the world's going to end in 2012. But Mayans never said that. It was just the people who were not Mayans who interpreted falsely, who misinterpreted their scriptures. He said, if you want to know what's going to happen in 2012, ask a Mayan. And he said, I'm here to tell you that it's not the end of a world, it's the end of oppression, but it's the dawn of celebration. It's the dawn of an age of celebration. And this is corroborated by shamans in Mexico, in Australia, in Africa. It's visions that I've had personally, and other shamans I know have also had this experience. Now there's a saying, what we put our attention on becomes our reality. If you believe in something, if you believe you can do something, or if you believe you can't do something, you're right. The scriptures say, as a man thinketh, so he becomes. So if we think and we look for signs of the celebration life, look for more joy in our lives, we'll find it, and it will grow. If we only listen to the negative, the news, the worst things that are happening, the ending of a cycle, and not seeing the whole truth, that it's just part, the beginning of a new cycle, then we'll be very depressed. We'll be very anxious. We will not see a value. We will not see a reason to celebrate. It's all a matter of perspective. You know, man gets a dog that's a magical dog. He runs on the water to fetch a stick, brings it back. He's so excited, turns to his neighbor and says, what do you think of my new dog? And his neighbor's a negative guy, and he says, couldn't you find a dog that knows how to swim? It's all a matter of perspective. So we want to at least give some part of our day to something upright, uplifting, joyful, joyous, just to bring balance, if nothing else, to the gloom and the doom. Now, for the past 60 years, I've been preparing for this very moment, the transition, the dawn of the new age. And for the past 40 years, I've been helping people with their health, with their life purpose, with their career counseling, with their business mentoring. And now that we are in the dawn of the age of celebration, I'm devoting 100% of my attention to those motivated leaders, those people who have visions or who want to have visions, how to transition themselves, their families, their careers, their companies, and the world into a more level, fair, beautiful, joyful, celebratory world. My unique gifts are something I call heart blessings, instant permanent blessings, and I blend that with my intuition and my energy healings to help people, to help companies, to help employees transition, clear their hearts instantly in one session. Change the ideas in their mind that are blocking them. I'm no good, I don't deserve it, etc., etc. Change that idea into a positive idea in one session. Clear out the mind. And when you clear out the heart and clear out the mind, you can move forward. See your vision, see your dreams, see your mission, and have the confidence and the wherewithal to succeed. Businesses, what's the market trend coming? Get ahead of the curve. Create the curve. Look like geniuses because you know the next market trend. You know how to help people. You know what people want in this new age. These are some of the things that I do offer in my financial astrology and business mentoring, workshops, seminars, breakouts, and keynote speeches. Some places that I have spoken at over the years include the White House Commission on Complementary and Alternative Medicine Policy, Johns Hopkins University, Penn State University, various business groups like the Rotary Club, and other educational organizations. And I've mentored doctors and lawyers and judges, nurses and holistic practitioners, builders, architects, educators, moms and dads, kids, teens, Wall Street traders, and small businesses. So what do you need to do to be successful at this time? Well, you need to take care of your health naturally, to be out in nature, to spend some time with your joy, with your celebration, with your family. You need to be taking your career and your company in directions of equality, of peace, of joy. And if you need advice and mentoring, if you need motivational speeches for your executives and your employees, then connect with me. And let's have a serious celebration to move you and your company and your family into the new age. I wish you joy to the age of celebration.